Okay, guys. Hey, we're gonna have a good time today. Have you guys been waiting for us for like 8 months here? I saw him last time, I think. So yeah, I know exactly where the line is.
Please.
I know exactly where the line is.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So you've been doing this for a long time? How long you been doing this for? You know, this is L. Ron Hubbard. Got arrested and convicted. Okay. Do you want to be arrested and convicted too? You know, hanging out with these people is kind of dangerous. The FBI is investigating. Did you know that? How much you getting paid for this? 75 bucks an hour. It's not too bad. Not too bad of a job. It's pretty good. You like it? Oh, we got to feed the squirrels. I was almost going to forget. I got to feed the squirrels.
Most of the time you're going to see it on the inside, about 50% of the time. I see. And here, this ultra barrier might be even longer. It's designed to not be seen. Yeah, this is like.
Hey, what's interesting? They just put it on the outside. It used to be on the inside.
It's on both different. It depends.
No. It was the other way around.
Oh,
Remember
really?
last year it was the other way around.
It depends on the section of fence. It jumps from side to side.
Okay.
And then this is a motion.
There's a fence shaker right there on the ground.
Yeah, here's a motion detector that fell off.
Mm-hmm.
So the fence is covered with these motion detectors. So if someone tries to get over it, it gives off a signal.
We need this filmed.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Where's Markus? He's coming.
Oh, he's coming.
Pictures of themselves again.
No. Graham, tell them.
Hope, I'm going to film you. All right, I'm filming you now. So be narrative. Narrate. I mean.
Okay. A year ago on July 31st, we came here, and you could walk straight up to the fence. That really freaked them out because I got some great footage. So now they've planted all of these trees along the side.
They also got a permit recently to put up $100,000 worth of fences, and we saw the permit at the San Bernardino County registrar there.
Well, then I'm assuming this will all be torn out or
Right.
something bigger.
Yeah, because it's not good enough.
No, I can still see in.
Right.
Well, it should be coming to the communications tower. Oh, that's new.
Oh, that's new, right? It's moving too.
Yeah, it's
Hey. Hello, how are you? L. Ron Hubbard. See, look at this, arrested and convicted. That's the fingerprints here, in case you're not sure. Okay, right here. Okay, let me take a shot of you looking at that thing there. There we go. Okay, that's beautiful right here. So let me do a. Yeah, I got. Let me do another one.
He's watching.
I took a picture while filming, so that's good. All right. Oh, the radar things there, the microwave. There's a direct TV. So I guess they're allowed to watch TV though. That wasn't there last time.
No, that wasn't.
They fixed the fence. Whoops. The fence was broken here last time. Hey, Graham. They now have a television antenna. That wasn't there before. That's interesting.
And this camera's new.
Yeah, see, look at that camera up there.
They probably never felt
Right behind you, Graham.
They probably never
Up.
felt the need to watch that area before.
See, that's brand new installation.
They do have television up here.
Right, they didn't before.
What's this?
This is their.
Oh, that's the
communication
microwave communication. There's the biggest microwave antenna I've ever seen.
tower. Yeah, it's like incredibly big. That's the small one. Where is the big one?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, right here.
One of it got a rip in it.
Oh, it's got a big rip in it now. Wow.
Watch your hand, okay? You're going to cut
see it, I
yourself.
see it.
Do you see the
Yeah,
spine?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the area that used to have no bushes on it, but a year ago we came through here. And so they've done all of this work with the landscaping and the watering equipment to try and build it up so that people cannot see in. We totally defeated that by just walking up here again. This is the fence that runs the length of the property, and it's covered with what's called ultra barrier, these razor sharp aluminum spikes. Sometimes they're inside the fence, sometimes they're outside the fence. Why do they need spikes inside the fence? The woman who was here told me, oh, we have bears. To them about why your ultra barrier is here.
Because there's bears.
Really? Maybe you're trying to keep Shelly Miscavige inside. You know, bears. None of these other buildings have bear fences, and why are the spikes on the inside? This is the main part of the compound. Here you can see what's called a gyro gym, that colorful thing. You can get inside and be spun around in it at theme parks and stuff. We think they may use it for torture, because if you torture someone and they're covered with wounds, they can go to the police. But if you put someone in that and spin them around, they can be tortured without any visible marks.
Just to make sure, this is to keep people in, not people.
It's to keep people in. It's to keep people
Well,
in.
like I said, last year the spikes were inside, and most of the times the spikes are inside. For some reason this year they changed it. They did a lot of work. They added new security stuff, and for some reason, because it was bad publicity, they turned all the fences around, and now the spikes are outside.
Well, we haven't examined the whole fence. It tends to flop back and forth. As I've
Okay,
noticed.
all right.
But you can walk all the way along here without getting into trouble. You can walk all along the backside near the road and record all you want. And this is the main compound. It used to be like a lodge for very rich people, like 100 years ago, and then the Scientologists bought it and took it over. And we don't know how many people are here. Maybe not many, maybe a lot. They could be locked up. There's no way to tell.
What takes place here now?
Now this is the vault where L. Ron Hubbard's, they built a hole in the ground where they store L. Ron Hubbard, their great leader's sacred text, on like metal plates to survive World War III. And this is one of several vaults.
That's the headquarters here,
Yeah,
and
this
then
is
they
the
copy
headquarters.
them to 5 other locations.
Right. So
The-
they developed the technology for storing these documents forever on metal without them ever going bad, so that the great leader's words will live on even after Scientology is dead.
So this is the vault, like the U.S. Constitution vault, kind
Yeah,
of.
Yes,
plus
exactly.
space alien logos, so the
Yes.
space aliens can find the place.
Yes, some of their other vaults have symbols gouged into the ground so you can see them from space, so the space aliens can land in case everyone on Earth dies. And,
Why do you guys protest here?
we protest here because we hadn't been here before, and also because it's very secluded, and they absolutely cannot stand it. It's one of their most secret places, and so to even show up here mocks their religion, because they should be all powerful and able to prevent this kind of stuff.
If you
Yep.
just, there's more security here in Fort Knox, really, and Gold Base will be the same. Now, there's something interesting about tax exemption status for this place here. A definition of a church is not only, physical building, it's an organization with members, parishioners. This is a church with full tax exemption that does not have any parishioners, and we feel that the tax exemption for this place should be most easily removed, most easily canceled. But we've tried, we haven't been successful. The IRS definitely knows about this, but they haven't acted yet.
What's the most dangerous part about OSA?
Well,
They're mostly they're the biggest danger is for other Scientologists.
right.
If you're a Scientologist and you've left, you are their most hated of enemies. And even if you're a Scientologist who's in good standing, they're watching you. They may not like us, but it's what they do to each other that is like really the bad thing. For instance, his lawyer was an ex-Scientologist and
Yeah.
got his house burned down.
Right.
If his lawyer had not been a Scientologist and offered to help him, they wouldn't have burned his house down. But because he's an ex-Scientologist and offered to help him as a lawyer, that was just too much to take.
Let me explain briefly. I got assaulted, I got attacked by Scientology in October 26, 2008.
You're trespassing.
Hey!
Trespassing. You're under arrest for trespassing.
No.
You're under arrest for trespassing. Hey, guys! You're under arrest for trespassing. Hey!
They tried to accuse me of trespassing, which I was not. Then I filed a civil lawsuit against them. I had to go through 3 lawyers. Graham was the first. About a month after he took on my lawsuit, they sued him really bad. I don't know all the exact details right now, but he had to quit. A second lawyer was willing to take my case. He was on it for about 7 months. He didn't actually file anything, but I went to his office many times. But his dad had done work for Scientology, so he got intimidated out of my case, which is illegal. A third lawyer who used to be a Scientologist about 30 years ago, who told us, all 3 of us here, that they tried to run him off the road. That's kind of the tricks OSA will do. They'll have a goon to try to run you off the road. That happened to him, and he maybe had a bit of a vendetta, so he took on my case. And by the way, I went to 61 lawyers. He was the only one in Riverside who took the case, okay? After the other 2 had bailed out, Now, 3 weeks after he took on my case, his house burned down. That house had been there for 100 years. There was nobody in it when it burned down. We don't know who did it, but it's suspicious.
And
They
his-
also broke into
Yeah.
a document container, a steel container that you see on ships, full of documents. They broke into that, and I helped them get that door closed. Again, I have witnesses, when I helped them get that closed up again. Which thief would try to break into a lawyer's document containers? We believe, I think, that they were trying to find dirt on the guy, trying to find cases that they could get him in trouble, so you'd have to drop my case. That's the type of stuff OSA does. Okay.
Neither of you are Scientologists.
No.
How is this your battle?
Well, go ahead.
Well, when I came to Hollywood years ago, it had been a big effort to get out of Ohio and make it here. And the first thing I saw when I arrived on, Hollywood Boulevard is Scientology everywhere. And I said, I just hate this stuff. And if there was something I could ever do, I'd do it. But they would.